I love the cycling music.
Would you like to know something as well?
What's that?
That they've clearly saved space on.
Come on.
The fact that the cue ball ones, and all the others have the same sprite, despite them all looking like either they have hair or helmets on.
It's a clever space-saving technique there. How are we doing, pal? You alright?
I'm not too bad.
Oh,
How are you?
I'm not bad, cheers. In the meanwhile, I did go back and buy a few potions and heal up the good corporal. Don't want any fainting to happen, do we?
I mean, it would spice things up a bit.
Too spicy for my liking.
At this point, Korma is too spicy for your liking.
I don't mind a korma. I'm more partial to a Rogan Josh.
It's not
though.
spicy though.
I love a good Rogan Josh.
Not a Rogan Seth.
No. Not a Rogan Seth at all. Rogan Seth. That one came back for more.
Well, that's how you do. Well, let's be honest. It's a case of that's how they do names sometimes, isn't it? They put the last name first.
Yeah, that's it. I think that's the case in, I want to say, like Japan and Korea.
I don't know. I just find it odd because it's a case of
Wheeee!
really confusing.
Oh, I'm just going to get all the way down without anyone challenging me, am I?
Apparently so.
Well, and now we climb back uphill. Look at that lovely sea view deck.
Okay.
I need a little exercise. Good old cue ball.
I mean, he doesn't even have a bike.
He doesn't. It's like, where's your bike, pal? I thought that was your whole deal.
Also, how would you, like... If you say you need a little bit of exercise, why is he halfway up it?
Maybe he needs some more exercises to get, like, propel himself further up.
I don't think that's how that works, to be honest.
No, I'm not either. Now I come to actually think about what I'm just saying. Yeah, I don't think that's how exercise works.
No. You need a little bit more to get further, which is a little bit more.
Maybe reading between the lines he's saying, that's why I'm out here on Route 17 on this glorious day, because I need some exercise.
Also, it never rained on them.
That macho sprite with the squinty eye. I was like... "Rrr."
Also, I've just noticed Machop doesn't have any knees. He has a bend, but no knee.
Oh dear. Terrible on the old joints, that, not having a knee. Oh dear. Here. Up the hill we go. I was really expecting to get stopped at least once on the way down.
I'm actually surprised you didn't.
We're bikers. Highway stars.
I've never heard them be called that. Ever.
Me either. Alright. Biker. Oh, bloody mock.
I know it gets everywhere, doesn't it?
Can you handle this, good corporal? I think you can. Ha! Take this side beam. Eat it. Eat it. With your gaping maw. are you saying, pal? There's no money in fighting kids.
Apparently there's money in fighting adults, though.
What? What the hell kind of sentiment's that?
I mean, he's not wrong. Because let's be honest, usually kids don't have the amount of dosh that you're carrying around.
Oh yeah, I've got mad stacks from basically not having to buy any items apart from, you know, the odd few potions. Probably going to have to get a few repels for the surfing, I think.
I do find it daft that you basically don't have to pay for the Pokemon Center.
Nah, free healthcare, pal.
Yeah, but when have you got free vet care anywhere else?
Yeah, that's true. Oh, we're taking Gizmo to the vet tomorrow.
Oh yeah.
Well, I say we. Missy's taking him. She's taking a half day.
He's gonna love it.
I know. We think he's because he's quite old. Gizmo. Gizmo's my oldest cat, by the way, out of the two. For the good people at home that aren't privy to my ramblings about cats too often. And he's he's quite old, so we'll just take him to the vet just to get him checked.
Has he stopped going in his shit house?
His shit house.
Yeah.
No, he still goes.
Or his crap shack, one might say.
Oh, what did I call it? His poo home.
Yeah.
No, that was the other one.
I mean, that's essentially that is
home.
literally a shit house. Poo home, shit house, crap shack.
Crap
all
shack.
the same.
Oh god, what did I just forget? I didn't mean to do that. That's what I get for not paying attention. Didn't
you need that?
I did need that. Although, I suppose there's not very much I need it for at the minute.
Can't you learn it from some other, like, something else, or?
There is no move tutor in this game,
Oh.
to the best of my knowledge. Would you be able to check up on that for me? I know there's no move forgetter. Or move deleter, so once you've got a HM, you've got a HM.
You've got a There's
and Luckily, I just need Psybeams at the moment, it would seem. Corporal Jones is doing the business. Good lad.
What are you calling him? A move what?
Move relearner. They'll be called, I think, or move tutor. No, move tutor's something different. It'll be the move relearner.
That only comes in like Gen 3.
Gen 3, really? There's not one in Gen 2 either. Oh wow.
Locations in Gen 2. Gen 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Oh dear.
So you, sir, are screwed.
Nah, I'm not. It could have been worse. If it was Psybeam, I'd have cried.
I wish it was. I would have liked to have seen that.
Why are you wishing ill health upon me and my Pokemon?
I'm not wishing ill health. I'm wishing entertainment for my benefit.
And me crying is that entertainment? Well, I never.
I mean, let's face it. It's a case of it'd just be entertaining to see you struggle a bit more when you're just like, oh great, I've got to train a Venonat all over again. It's got to get Leech Life.
Nah, it's fine. We can leave it for the moment, I think. I mean, Sleep Powder could be helpful because it is reasonably quick, I believe. Let me just have a little check. Check you do. Speed 91. Yeah, it's pretty swift. So Sleep Powder might be helpful. But I've already got Spore on
Isn't
Mushroom
it one of those
Filter.
moves that can last a long time?
Yeah, that's it. So I'm thinking that's probably how I'm going to tackle Blaine's gym. And it's probably better for me to have Sleep Powder on the Corporal rather than sending out Mushroom Filter. That's 4 times weak to...
Everything.
Fire especially.
What the hell?
I could belly bump you out of here. Alrighty then, mate. This is what I was expecting to happen on my way down. Let Voltorb electrify you. Oh god.
No, I'm Deck.
And if you enjoy the soothing sound of Deck's dulcet tones, then please feel free to drop us a like, comment and a subscribe.
Which nobody enjoys. Oh, self-destruct. Didn't do that much, did it?
No, that is a relief. My demeanour completely changed for a second there, but now I'm back. Why won't you faint? Oh good god.
Because I've never done it before in my life.
Okay, that one did more. It was a critical, makes sense. Woo! That was a little bit dicey. Yeah, grabbed a few potions while I was healing up off screen as well.
You already mentioned that. Why are you mentioning it again?
I guess it's important.
But we already know.
It's alright, people might not have been paying attention.
You mean like you when you forgot that move?
I was just hammering, eh?
you always know hammer
entertaining sounds about my cat. Yeah, he's just a bit old. We think he's got arthritis. He's quite an old boy now, bless him.
Well, you know, it's one of those things, isn't it?
It certainly is. But yeah, the most difficult part of taking Gizmo, especially to the vet, is getting him in his like cat carrier. That's always fun.
You know when kids try and do like martial arts moves? That's what Primate looks like.
Yo! So I saw this in a movie. It's like, alright, pal.
It does though, doesn't it?
It
But
does.
yeah, you know what you should just do? Just get the cat on catnip and then just chuck him in.
He's never been bothered about a catnip, to be honest. I know cats are meant to go mental for it, but he's just not interested.
Depends if you mush it into his food.
He's a straight edge cat. He don't need no drugs.
I mean, I guess cats with catnip is kind of like people with drugs, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, if it's legal and they've got the opportunity, they're gonna do it. And if it's illegal and they've got the opportunity, they're gonna do it. And it's just like someone just like, nah.
Get lost, kid. I'm bushed.
But there's no bushes around him.
There aren't. Not a one. Did they put bushes in Let's Go? I feel like it looked a lot better in Let's Go. Like it, you know, looked like a nice scenic route.
Mate, it was like over 20 years in the future. Of course it looked better on Let's Go.
20 years in the future? Can you imagine what Pokemon games will look like in 2041?
Yes, VR.
Oh my god. What a time to be alive, is what we'll say.
If we're alive.
And if Pokemon's still going by then.
I think Pokemon will definitely still be going by then. It's not dead after this that long. I don't think it's going to be dead after another 20.
No. Are you ready? Are you excited for the upcoming 16th gen of Pokemon, Dirk?
No.
We need to make sure our videos have got a timeless quality.
Well, it's one of those things, isn't it? It's a case of I'm not excited for it because it's a case of I don't know. It's one of those things. It's a case of I've not like until they start coming out with like really, really stupid stuff. You know, like at least now they're being somewhat inventive. Like again,
with the impending release. I say impending. It's like recently been announced as of when we're recording this. Like Legends, Arceus, and
but
the remake of Sinnoh.
yeah, but I mean like I didn't mean those. I meant like as in with the ones that have been like Sword and Shield. Although everyone got annoyed at them, they did have.
Oh man, I thought they were great.
Yeah, but everyone got annoyed at the fact that it was like, oh yeah, they've not got all of them in, and they've clearly got the capability to do so, and blah 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 blah. And I really, honestly, don't care. And then everyone kind of shut up after they were like, oh no, we just took taking our time to do it, and then everyone was like, oh, okay. So basically, all their complaints were for nothing. So nobody cared.
No, so everyone did pipe down once it were released, didn't they?
Yeah, they were like, that was it, done. It was just a case of they wanted something to grumble about, and that was it. But the thing that I actually liked the idea that they had all these like Pokemon like Appleton and stuff like that, and you know all these ones that weren't, although they looked kind of like things that actually exist, they weren't like carbon copies of things that already existed. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you look at something and think, oh, that's based on an apple or an apple pie.
Yeah,
it's not
but
literally just that thing with eyes on.
Yeah, exactly. Like they could have made a ghost version that was literally just an apple pie with the crust open a bit like her mouth and put some eyes on it, and that didn't. They could have left it there. Like some sort of weird Muppets version, but they didn't. They actually put some thought into it, and I actually like that.
Go! Pie crust!
I'm pretty sure they did that with Muppets. They literally just made them talk, and then was like, that's a character in a sketch. And it was great, and it worked for Muppets, but it wouldn't work for Pokemon.
Yeah, I definitely seem to remember some kind of talking pie from something at some point in my life that I've seen.
Yeah, it was
the
Muppets.
With the Muppets.
It was, and it was the Swedish chef. Because he kept getting attacked by pasta.
As you do. As a job when you're a chef, isn't it, pal?
No.
You know about chefing.
I don't think anybody gets attacked by pasta on a regular basis.
And if not, why not? When I become mayor, I will make pasta more aggressive for everybody.
And the movement will be pasta. And if you want sauce for that, it's pasta sauce.
Pasta sauce. Excellent work, my friend. That's tickled me. That has.
That was awful. What are you talking about? It's like dad jokes at their best, or worse, depending on you.
Depending on your opinion on dad jokes, I guess.
I mean, have there been many good dad jokes ever?
Nothing's funnier than a terrible joke, Deck.
Yeah, but is it funnier to laugh at or laugh because of?
That's a very interesting question. One that I don't think I'm qualified to answer.
Yeah, because you make half of the jokes.
I do. And I've yet to have a good one.
Exactly. So it's a case of it's mostly just laughing at the fact that you've said it and just being like, that was fucking crap.
Exactly. And if we're honest, isn't that the true root of humour?
No. Although something did occur to me the other day.
Was it about how Colin caterpillars are great?
No. Because I don't like caterpillar cakes anymore. Because I think they've ruined them. No, because they used to be really nice. And I think they've ruined them over time by changing. Like, it's a case of... like, not everybody might have these sort of style of cake. But basically, it's a cake in the shape of a caterpillar. With sweets and stuff on. But they've changed the sweets over time. And the sweets have changed to the point where they're not good sweets anymore that they put on it. It's kind of like some of the knockoff sweets that don't taste quite as nice. And it's just like, yeah, here's the same thing. And it's like, it's not the same thing, we can tell.
So just to elaborate a little bit more on a Colin the Caterpillar cake, it's like a Swiss roll, would you say?
A chocolate Swiss roll, yeah.
Yeah, like a chocolate Swiss roll with a little... Normally it's chocolate, like a little chocolate face of a caterpillar on the front.
Yeah, but it used to be like a printed icing one, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think now it's just like a slab of chocolate in like various colours.
Yeah.
Are they like official Colin ones? Are they Marks and Spencer or Asda or something?
I don't know. I don't know. It's just a case of, to me, it's just a cake and I really don't care. I'm gonna eat it.
Exactly, and they are delicious, nonetheless.
I just don't like them as much as I used to. But yeah, it's a case of what was it? No, that's it. That's it. You completely threw me because of that ridiculous comment about cake. Which was completely
That's what
like...
I do.
Because what I was going to say is I realised something the other day, was the fact that, there was that massive like hullabaloo about people getting offended at comedy, and people had to sign waivers and stuff like that about people trying to tell PC jokes and stuff like that, blah 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 blah.
Oh, I think I must have missed that.
Oh, don't you remember that? There was a massive thing. It was like I'd say a while ago now, where comedians were going to have to like start signing waivers to tell non-offensive jokes because people might get upset. So they would sign the waiver saying that they weren't going to tell any offensive jokes to people, just so that they didn't get upset.
What? That's madness.
Yeah, no. Yeah, this was an actual thing, and quite a few comedians signed it at the time because it's a case of it's their gigs. They need the money.
Yeah, of course.
In some cases, they can't just go, I can't do that. And to be honest, I don't see. I wouldn't say comedy itself is an art form, as an actual art form. You know what I mean? Like
I think so.
It's not like art, as in like, what you see in galleries and stuff. But it is a form of acting art sort of thing. It's a performing art,
Yeah,
in a
of course.
sense.
Much like, dance or, acting in general.
Yeah, like I wouldn't put them in the same sort of like subcategory, because obviously if you went, oh yeah, we're going to see a performing art, and then somebody took you to a comedian, you'd be like, I thought we were going to see a play. This is entirely different. But it's a case of you wouldn't be disappointed, but that's not the point. But yeah, basically, there was a massive thing about how people were having to sign waivers and stuff about trying to make jokes non-offensive so that everybody could enjoy them, so on, so on, so on. And it's a case of, and it occurred to me the other day, that people are supposed to get offended at jokes because instead of... and this is just my opinion, take it with a grain of salt, because honestly, there's billions of people on the planet, and my opinion is just one of many. And let's face it, who gives a toss? So it's a case of people should be offended at jokes because jokes themselves are meant to be kind of pushing the envelope on what we would of things we haven't called out or have yet to call out or should really call out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if I like, let's be honest. If I I'm trying to think of a scenario, but it's a case of, for example, if I made a joke and you found it offensive towards people of a certain type, for example, I'm not naming a type because obviously that kind of then changes the whole parameters of this scenario, but I'm giving you sort of a vague idea of something so that you can relate to it in some way and you can make your own conclusion from that. So it's a case of, if I told a joke and you found it offensive towards a certain type of people, not out and outright offensive, not like, you know, not like racism, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But like towards something that we really should call out in general, and that is a thing in society. Is that grass? It looks very weird there.
Yeah, it does.
But it's a case of you found it offensive, and it's towards a certain type of people. For example, loads of people make current jokes towards Tories in the UK. Because why not? And it's a thing that we should call people out on. And it's a case of comedy is a way of calling people out on things. And I feel like it should be there, and it should be offensive, because if we don't get offended by things, then why do we do anything? Because literally we'll just be like, can't do that because everyone will get offended. Can't do this because everyone will get offended. Can't do that. And it's just a case of, that's just stupid. That's just a ridiculous way to live in the end of it. But at the same time, we shouldn't get offended for other people, because we have no right to get offended for them, because we don't know their circumstances.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that comedy is, you know, a good sort of way to provide, well, social commentary or satire.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
In essence.
Yeah. And so it's a case of, we shouldn't really get, like, so people getting offended at jokes, in certain cases, like, for example, if somebody's being really homophobic, or really racist, or transphobic, or whatever, you know, then by all means, all well and good. I understand that, I get it. But it's a case on, we shouldn't try to avoid people getting offended entirely, because it doesn't make sense. So it's a case of, if I didn't tell, like, for example, if we didn't, like, I know our jokes are crap, for want for a better word, they are absolutely awful.
Yeah, therein lies the game.
but that's kind of what we're doing. We're kind of memeing the whole comedy. So we're just kind of taking the piss and doing it, like, on purpose, like doing it purposely bad. What are you doing?
I'm getting all the items in the Safari Zone, because this is where I get a surf from.
Okay. Aren't there bugs in the Safari Zone?
There are, but I've got them all already.
Oh, okay. But yeah, effectively, like, we should, like, we kind of meme our own comedy by having crap comedy for the sake of it, for the situation, because it's funny. Because
Speak
it's
for yourself,
case of,
pal. I think I'm hilarious.
yeah, you bring your A game, Rich, and I'll bring, like, the D tier stuff, and we'll see what happens. It's more like the dad joke of books, like, and I'll just dust it off and then just crack it open, and it'll give that little creak.
And then
then
the
I'll
floodgates
this,
open.
and this is basically what we do. You know, I pull it off
You
an old
open the
dusty
door
bookshelf.
just a smidge, and I kick it down.
Kick it softly with his song.
Kicking it softly. Oh, it's the other way. Whoops.
For example, like that. But yeah, no, it's alright. Calm down. It's not karaoke night.
I like karaoke.
Yeah, not for you. Beat him with the microphone. No.
Ow, my beautiful microphone.
But yeah, you know what I mean, though, don't you? Like, we should actually use comedy as a thing to keep people in check, and like how people used to call out racism by using comedy, and it was great because it's a case of people would call people out on comedy, but we're not allowed to do that anymore. It's a case of we just have to accept that everyone is everybody, and it's a case of screw it. Everybody might be everybody, but let's face it, if people are being a dick, then they're being a dick, and they deserve to get called out. And if it's funny, then all the power to them. Then they just feel embarrassed, and they'll maybe stop. Like, for example, you know for a fact that everybody, and I mean everybody, because currently, obviously, we're in the pandemic at this moment in time when this is going to be released and everything's going well so far. Apparently. I don't know why, but I do a head tilt every time I do that. But yeah, it's effectively like everyone's like, oh yeah, this is going really well so far, and then the Prime Minister's like, oh yeah, don't worry, we will be doing this on this date. And then it's
let
like,
me just stop you there. I think that's all we've got time for today.
It is.
You made a lot of very good points.
Can I just finish what I was saying first?
As long as it takes longer than less than 30 seconds, go.
Longer than 30 seconds? Alright then. Basically, yeah, he's like, oh, don't worry, that's subject to change. And you know for a fact, we're all going to be like, if you don't hold up to your end of the bargain, mate, we're going to call you out on it. And that's it. And we're all going to take the piss out of him because he's not stuck to it. So yeah, that's it. So that's all we have time for. See you next time. Bye. Why did I wave?
I waved an all, pal.